Hey everybody, Bones here, Bones Garage, just bringing you an update what's going on at the garage. So, 1949 Ford F2, what a beauty. Look at this truck. It is just absolutely a gorgeous truck. It is a 49 body. It has a Chevy 350 with a Borg-Warner 4-speed transmission. It has the rear end out of a late model pickup truck. It's got to be a 250 if not higher because it's an 8-lug. The frame, I'm not sure what came out of. The front axle looks like it might have been original to the body, but it wasn't original to this frame as far as I can tell. Now, the reason this truck was here because they were having a problem with the shifter for the 4-speed transmission. Brought it to a couple of other people. They kind of blew them off, told them they couldn't do it. They came here. When I saw the truck, I fell in love with it. I was like, of course I can fix this thing for you. So got under it, started looking at it, and noticed that the shifter is old. It's been rigged. It just old and worn out. So what was happening was the links were locking up when you were going from gear to gear, and you actually had to get under and bang on them to get them to unlock so you can drive it. That's kind of dangerous if you're on back roads and all that. So I went ahead and ordered a brand new shifter kit, a nice new Hurst shifter kit, and it was the Indy style. That's the original shifter arm that came with it, but we're not using it because we have something better. And the problem we had was the shifter was made for a Borg-Warner transmission, but it wasn't made for this truck with that motor and this frame underneath it. So I had to do a lot of modifications to make it work. And we finally got everything working. Here are all the spare parts that I've been using. That, you know, I just have laying around from other shifters I've worked on. So different links to go into the transmission, different nuts and bolts, different ends, different shift rods and arms, and the whole nine. I got so much stuff that I can use. So we went ahead, fixed everything, and now the shifter works beautiful. And here you go. There is all of the new stuff for the shifter over there. You can just see it. Kind of hard to get to, but there's all the new stuff, and it works absolutely beautiful. Had to do a couple of bends on a couple of rods to get it to clear everything. And there is our shifter itself, and you can see I had to make all that. And look at how cool that looks. It fits perfectly. So when you go to shift it, it's nice. It works perfectly. So there would be first, there's second, there's third, and there's fourth. How nice is that? That is so nice. And then you got reverse right there. So it works absolutely beautiful. Then they were having some issues with their brakes. One of the problems was the brake pedal wasn't returning, so the brakes would kind of stay on. There's still some issues with them, but nothing life-threatening right now. So I went ahead and just found an old door spring, cut it, bent it up, made it fit, and then put this hanger on it to hold it in place. So now the pedal will return. We adjusted the back brakes, checked the front brakes. They're all working, but they just feel a little weird. So later on, they're going to put together a couple of bucks. Later on, they'll bring it back, and we'll take a look at all the brakes, make sure they're working well. Next thing was the passenger side door handle had broken. And here is the passenger door handle, and you can see the whole thing is all busted up inside. So it was falling off, and they weren't happy with it. Well, I had two left-hand door handles, but I didn't have any right hand. So what I did was I went ahead and took the right hand echelon off by cutting down the schwags right there. And then you take everything off from there. And this is what I was needing, except for a right-hand door. So we got everything off, and you can see where I cut it down, where I cut the swags down, right there. Then I put all the new parts back onto the door handle, and then once I get them on, I just take a welder and put a couple of tacks all the way around to hold everything in place. Then we go ahead and put the new door handle in, but they didn't want a brand new door handle. They wanted one that looked like the rest of the truck. So that's what I had, that's what I gave them, and look at how nice that works. Ta-da! Opens and closes beautifully. I fixed all of the mechanism inside the lock, so this way it will push in and open nicely with the door. And watch how nice that closes. Look at that. It's closed. Isn't that sweet? That is just so sweet. I love it. So there's that. Did a little bit of work on the motor, set the timing, gave it a little more power, gave it a little bit more fuel, and adjusted the idle air mixture. And this truck is now running absolutely fabulous. I really like this truck. They should be here tomorrow to pick it up. And yeah, I am in love with this little old girl. So there you go, guys. Have fun. Talk to you soon. Okay, bye.